Very good morning, children. So today we'll continue chapter separation of substances. As you know, there are some simple method to separate some impurities. Okay, which you have learnt already: hand picking, threshing, and one more. Next we learn about winnowing. Okay, so there is one simple act. I think this may be you might have seen in your if you belong to villages and all. Still, I will explain it. So what you do, make a mixture of dry sand with sawdust or powdered dry leaves. You take sand and you take dry leaves, which is powdered dry leaves. Okay. Keep the mixture on a plate or a newspaper. First you are taking it and keeping the mixture where? On a plate. Then observe it. Can the two compounds be made out easily? Can you find easily? Powder leaves, dried leaves, which is powdered, and dry sand. Are the size of the particles of the two compounds similar? You check the size also. You check the size of sand particles and leaves, dried leaves. Okay. Would it be possible to separate the compounds by hand picking? Is it possible to separate these mixture by hand picking? Maybe it may not be possible because both of them have become totally very smaller in size. Okay. Now what you should do? Take your mixture to an open ground and stand on a raised platform. If this is a raised platform like this. Okay. You go to in front of your home or in the open space, little raised platform you there, you stand over there. Put the mixture in a plate or sheet of paper. So this you put in a plate or a sheet of paper. Hold the plate or the sheet of paper containing the mixture at your shoulder level. So hold the plate at your shoulder level. Okay. Now tilt it slightly, just to tilt it. You don't. It is straight. You should tilt like this. Okay. So that the mixture slides out slowly. When you tilt it, the mixture which is here, it will come here. Okay. What happens? When you check there, do both the components, sand and sawdust or powder leaves? You can take sawdust also for your activity content is sawdust. Are they in the same place or any changes is there? Is there a component that blows away? Did the wind manage to separate the components? So when you hold there, if there is wind, what happens here? We'll see. So the powdered leaves will fly away and the sand will fall exactly below the plate. So this method of separating components of mixture is called winnowing. This method of separating two components of mixture is called winnowing. But in this winnowing, we are using to separate heavier and lighter components of mixture by wind or blowing air. So winnowing is a method used to separate heavier and lighter components of a mixture by using wind or blowing air. This is winnowing. Okay. So where do you use? This method is commonly used by the farmers to separate lighter husk particles from the heavier seeds. I told already. If this is a paddy, okay. So paddy contains inner white. That inner white is grain. Okay. So the one which is covered, paddy which is covered with a what color? Brown color. So this brown color structure is called husk. Okay. So nowadays machines are available, but earlier days they used to you go for winnowing method. So what happens here, when you crush the, when you go when you first they are removed from the stalk, and they are sent to, they are done separated by threshing stalk and grain. Then again these are, after threshing, these are made to, or these will undergo winnowing. So when the winnowing is there, what happens here, rice grains will fall at the below the plate only, and husk will fly little far away because of the light weight. So in this way, the husk particles are carried away by the wind. Husk particles will be carried away by the wind. The seeds of grain get separated and from a heap near the platform for winnowing. They form a heap. Okay, I think in your page number 37, 5.5 it is given. Husk is there, and this mixture is called soup. And wind is in the direction. You cannot blow in the opposite direction of the wind. Whichever the direction is there, you should stand in that particular direction and hold it. Okay. The separated husk is used for many purposes as fodder for cattle. So this husk is also important. Husk is used as fodder for cattle. Okay. So this is how we separate the mixtures by one method called winnowing. So winnowing is a method of separation of particles of two components based on their weight. Means so lighter particles will fly away, and heavier particles will settle at the place. So this method by using wind is called winnowing. Okay. And there is one more method which usually you do in your home, that's called sieving. Sometimes we used to prepare a dish with flour. Flour. Okay. Atta, you can say atta or hittu. So we need to remove, this flour contains some impurities. Okay. And bran that may be present in it, and it also contains one structure called bran. What do? We use a sieve and pour the flour into it. We use a sieve which is a round like structure. Okay, sieve will be like this, round. So there will be small holes to the sieve. Okay. So when you take the flour in this, sieving allows the fine, see, what we do, we use sieve here. What happens here? Sieving allows the fine flour particles to pass through the holes of the sieve. So, the sieving is a method where it allows the small particles of flour to pass through the sieve, but little bigger impurities remain on the sieve. So if bigger impurities which are bigger in size, they remain on the sieve. They remain here. Okay. In flour mill, actually what happens in flour mill, impurities like husk and stones are removed from wheat before grinding it. So before giving to grinding, what you do in your home? Before only you will separate the husk and stones. Already first you remove the husk and you remove the stones. Then it will become easier. Suppose you cannot, if you see, you cannot take the food grains from directly from our field or storage room and directly keep in flour mill. There what happens, when they put this husk and stones completely they will grind. So this will mix with the flour, and this cannot be removed because it becomes completely powder like. So before giving for grinding, husk and stones are removed by simple method like hand picking also. Okay. Usually a bag full of wheat is poured on a slanting sieve. First what we should do here, with this big flour, big bag of flour, first what to do, take a slanting sieve here, slant. which is having a, which is kept on the stand here. Okay, this is slanting sieve. The sieving removes the pieces of stone, stalk and dust that may still remain with the wheat. Still, this all what happens? They are made to flow here. They are poured here. So after pouring, husk stones all are removed, and still they are remaining. Means again we have to go for what method? Hand picking. Hand picking. So by hand picking we remove it, and still remain with white after threshing and winning. After threshing and winning also still they remain. Again, you may have noticed similar sieves being used in construction sites also. I think in the page number 38 is given. Pebbles and stones are removed from the sand by sieving. Suppose you are constructing a home, what you require? Sand require. So in the sand there are some stones and pebbles. So that is also removed by the help of a large sieving structure called, so that it will be removed easily. Okay, so this is method of sieving. Okay, so this all activities are related to separation of substances of solid particles. Solid. Okay, then what about liquid particles? We'll try to find it. Okay, one simple experiment activity you can try in a room. Bring a sieve and a small quantity of flour from home. You take flour and a small quantity of flour from the home. Sieve the flour to separate any impurities in it. So what you do? Flour you should sieve it to remove the impurities. Then now make a fine powder of chalk piece and mix it with the flour. You take flour and we make small or fine powder of chalk piece. Powder of chalk piece. You mix both flour and fine powder, you mix it. Can you separate the flour and powder chalk by sieving? So can you use this method for this? Can you separate this by using sieving method? Okay. So that's why sieving is used when components of mixture are having different sizes. If the size of the components are different, then we are using the sieving method. If the size are same, means we cannot. The size of flour and size of chalk piece powder is also same. So due to that we cannot remove. We have to go for other methods of separation. So what are these other methods of separation? We will study one by one. Okay. So there are three methods which we are learning here. One is sedimentation. One more is decantation. And third one is filtration. So these three methods are very important to separate some components. Okay, so these processes will take place at a time. First sedimentation, then by decantation, then by filtration. Okay, now we will study one by one. See, sedimentation means what? Here in the sedimentation, suppose if you take water and other component. Okay, if water and other component, if the weight of the other component is lesser than water, so what happens there? So they will settle at the bottom. Okay, like example is sand and water. How to separate them? Sand and water. So first the water is removed because sand will settle at the bottom. So when heavier component of mixture in the mixture settles after water is added to it, then the process is called sedimentation. Means this can be removed by a process called sedimentation. The decantation means what? When the water is removed, the process is called decantation. Suppose if you remove the water from here, only the heavier particle remains, that's called decantation. Again, there is one method called filtration. What is actual filtration here? See, filtration is used to separate components mixture of an insoluble solid and liquid. So these three methods, one is sedimentation, one is decantation, one is filtration. Okay. So sedimentation is a process where the heavier particles settle down and lighter particles will be floating. So next is decantation means what? Suppose you take a mixture of sand and water. Heavier sand particles settle at the bottom, and when they settle at the bottom, the upper water is removed. That process is called decantation. So filtration is used to separate the mixture of components which are insoluble with a mixture of solid and liquid. Okay.